Partly, yeah. But he's definitely responsible for many things. But yeah, I think he's a victim as well. I mean, to be honest, all of it was so great. I think really diving back into the earlier days of Pinkman, you know, towards the beginning of the series in season 2, was nice because I haven't played that light-hearted side of Pinkman in so long. You know, it's been over 10 years, and so that was interesting. But it was like zipping on a very familiar skin, so it was quite easy. Yeah, it was great. You know, it was we don't have a care in the world. The scene that we shot was just after the scene we shot in the series where they cooked the biggest batch of meth they've ever cooked, and they were gonna make a lot of money off of it, and they were both extremely happy. But you know, Jesse was in love with Jane, and Walt still had that diagnosis, and so he, you know, his end was coming sooner than later. So he obviously still was dealing with that, but it was before too much bloodshed was on their hands, and so it was, you know, in their better days. Yeah. I loved Jesse, you know. I lived and breathed every moment we saw on screen with him, and then some. And so when I said goodbye to him, it was saying goodbye to someone I just knew so well. And I'd never thought I would see him again, or sort of be him again. So it was great, you know. It was so nice to revisit him, and but yeah, I did think about where he went to, and I sort of had this idea years ago when I first read that script, the finale of Breaking Bad. I hoped that he would run off to Alaska and find himself in a small town and possibly, you know, start using his hands to make stuff out of wood, you know, and maybe that's what he's doing, I don't know. That's all Vince, you know, Vince Gilligan combined with Netflix, you know. Yeah, I mean, why not? You know, that's the question, why not? And the fact that we pulled it off is next to a miracle. My code name was Ernie. Brian's code name was Bert. Bert and Ernie. I think Matt and Charles, Skinny Pete and Badger, their code names were Kurt and...
Picard, if you will.
Yeah, Kurt and Picard, yeah. You know, I always put so much pressure on myself, as does Vince, and, but no, I never, you know, I just kind of approached this job just like any other, and we have Vince leading the way, you know, and I trust Vince, and any person that sort of had that idea, I always just say, look, I point you towards Vince. He is the last person that wants to mess with the legacy that is Breaking Bad, the legacy that is his legacy. And I think he did such a brilliant job with this film, and yeah, I'm so damn proud of him. Yeah, you know, I would do anything with Raphael and that, my BoJack family. We've had such an amazing time on that show, and I think the conversation that we're giving to people is an important one, and so yeah, I would love to dive back into that world. You know, I finished recording just a couple months ago, and I miss going into those booths and being Todd Chavez and, you know, a bunch of random other little small characters, but yeah, I would love to.